Diane Kresh.
Diane. Hi, Diane. Why are you here today?
Because I was supposed to be.
Hey, everybody, Diane Kresh is talking. Pipe down. What did you say, Diane?
Happy to be here.
Great. Why are you here?
To honor my team.
Oh, your team. Okay. Well, welcome, everybody. My name is Mark Schwartz. I'm county manager. And we're going to start off. Thank you. We're going to start off with Claudia. Where are you? Right. Okay, Claudia, what are you going to start us off with? The wave. Okay, ready, go. Ready, start, Claudia. Ready, go. The wave. Don't you know how to do the wave, people? Come on. Oh, okay. Claudia specializes in technology. She's not very good at that. Now, Sydney, what are you going to do? Jumping jacks. Okay, everybody, follow. Stand up. Stand up. All right, Sydney. Arms raised. Arm raised. Okay, ready, go. 1, 2. All right. Okay. Did anybody see Andy Penn doing that? It was really sad. I just wanted to point that out. Okay. Now. If your name is Lynn Porphyry, raise your hand. Where are you? Lynn. Today is Lynn's birthday, everybody. So, wait. If you look up on the screen, sing happy birthday to Lynn. Ready, go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. It's Lynn's birthday. Happy birthday, dear Lynn. Happy birthday to you. All right, thank you, everybody. All right, first, let me introduce the chair of the Arlington County Board, Libby Garvey. And we also have with us one of the new members of the county board, Maureen Coffey. All right, everybody, I'm so excited we're all together. It's very rare that we're all able to get together and just take a few hours out of our year and celebrate the great things that we do. Now, you're going to hear a lot of things today about the awards that are provided, and this is just a fraction of the work we do during the year. And you know that because you're getting these awards, you're going to be recognized, but there's a whole bunch of people who aren't here, our coworkers, and everybody in the community knows, I think, what a great job you do. We're going to be recording this so that we can force everybody in the community to watch it. Next time they call up with a complaint. All right, first, before I do anything else, I want Shannon Johnson, raise your hand. And the entire team that helped to organize today's award ceremony, they're going to win an award for the best award ceremony of 2024. Give them a round of applause. All right, and I want to recognize, I'm not going to go by name, the members of the executive leadership team, our department directors. If you want to give them a round of applause, you can. Okay. As Amina always tells me, nobody wants to hear from me. So what I'm going to do at this point is hand it over to Marcy Foster, who's going to start the award parade. And I'll be back with you in a few minutes. Marcy, over to you.
After the event is over, you can exit through the back doors. There's tables set up to claim your certificates and your folders. They are by last name, so you must know your last name in order to get your certificate. If you're picking it up for a friend, we're not going to be responsible. You have to deliver it to your friend. So let's get this program running, all right?
All right.
All right, first up, All in Arlington tourism brand, Kate Ainge.
Good morning. I am thrilled to be here to recognize the Arlington Convention and Visitor Service teams, development, launch, and implementation of the county's new tourism brand, All in Arlington. If I could call up Emily Cassell, Monica Cannon, Paula Fernandez, Portia Connerly, Robert Mo Rouse, Roxana Rivera, and Scott Baker. The All in Arlington brand serves to inspire awareness and enthusiasm about Arlington among travelers and meeting professionals, which in turn will help generate tourism revenues to support the county programs and services. The new brand is helping the county generate new overnight hotel stays, visitor spending as its hospitality sector continues to recover from the pandemic. The new brand, the messaging and logo, plus targeted media and public relation campaigns showcase Arlington and its diverse, welcoming neighborhoods to vacationers, business travelers, and meeting professionals nationwide. Since the launch, there's been a 37% increase in new users on the Stay Arlington website and 89 million impressions through paid media and many other notable digital milestones. Numerous stakeholders and partners have enthusiastically embraced the new All in Arlington brand, including our largest hotel and largest shopping venue, both of which proactively requested to promote it on-site via their teams. Additionally, Arlington County showcased the brand to the community in its local government section at the Arlington County Fair. The brand's warm, contemporary, and inclusive message is not only resonating locally, but contributing to Arlington's competitiveness with other destinations. We're grateful for the work of this team. We're grateful for the work that has been done to bring All in Arlington brand to life.
Thanks, Kate. Congratulations, everyone. Next up, Jake Sauer on behalf of Will Flagler and the Amazon Connect project.
Good morning, everybody. If I could bring up Angie Candelas-Reese, Grace Reyes, Jason Jones, Jason Valentine, Timothy Kane, and Wu Jun. Some of them are still putting their great team and expertise together, so they're not here today. But I'm very proud to be a part of this team and the collaboration efforts that this team continues to do yearly. Arlington County Emergency Communications Center and the Public Safety IT divisions have combined to utilize new artificial intelligence systems for non-emergency calls, which account for about 200,000 non-emergency calls into the 911 center a year. Amazon Connect, a cloud-based contact center designed to provide verbal assistance, has revolutionized how our call center operates. It has enhanced our customer service capabilities, enabled us to provide unparalleled support to our clients, and enhance the 911 operator during busy times. The flexibility and scalability of the platform allows us to meet the diverse needs of our customers efficiently, resulting in increased customer satisfaction. Being one of the few localities and the only one in the state, third in the nation, to utilize this type of intelligence in their 911 center, the Emergency Communications Center has attended several national conferences educating call center officials on the benefits of using Amazon Connect and how they can begin the process. The Emergency Communications Center began an information finding pilot phase that allowed the agency and Amazon Connect to gauge what types of non-emergency calls were being received and how to utilize the artificial intelligence best. We are proud of the commitment and dedication demonstrated by both our Emergency Communications Center, the Public Safety IT Department, and look forward to the opportunity to showcase our achievements and share our expertise with the broader community. And I couldn't be more proud of this team and their innovations that occur daily. Thank you.
Congratulations. If I can have the Arlington Votes team come forward, and Gretchen.
So we're bringing up Tanya Griffin, Ben Howard, and Jackie Letizia. So election administrators like to joke that our campaign slogan in 2024 should be "Make elections boring again." The story the day after the election should be about the winners or the campaign issues and not about the election. We thrive in tedium, rely on consistency, and are absolutely miserable when asked to change. Which is why I wanted to recognize our crew for being the first office in Virginia to implement ranked choice voting. A few years ago, the General Assembly added 5 sentences to the code allowing the use of a new voting method called ranked choice voting. The county board later authorized its use in Arlington, making us the first jurisdiction in Virginia to get to pull all of the pieces together. And what we learned is, in fact, many of the pieces did not exist. It turns out ushering in an entirely new voting method with a mere 5 sentences was, we'll just say, lacking. So while I'm proud of all 400 election officers and staff who helped bring ranked choice voting to Arlington's voters, I specifically like to recognize Tanya Griffin for wrangling our media, preparing outreach materials, and pulling together what was essentially a press conference and live viewing of tabulation in 3 hours. Jackie Letizia and Stu Nagurka, who's not here today, for creating the first test scripts for ranked choice voting logic and accuracy testing, and testing thousands and thousands of ballots and filling in the gaps the state needed to certify software. And finally, Ben Howard for creating the first set of ballot transcription procedures for Virginia to allow tabulation of military and overseas ballots, which account for around 3% of voters in Arlington. Each of these achievements helps election administration, not just in Arlington, but in the whole of the Commonwealth and the United States as expansion of ranked choice voting is considered. Thank you.
Before we go, Gretchen, is it true that you had 7 nominations for the award and that you voted on them through ranked choice voting?
No.
No, okay, just check.
No, but I think Gretchen went off script, so now the whole timeline's off, isn't it? All right, so the county manager's office, Mark Schwartz, board meeting agenda management system.
Okay, does this go by the acronym BAMS? Jeez. Okay, so everybody, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. Pam Locke, you all know Pam. Pam has been a county, how many years? 42? 43 years? She has played a crucial role in coming up, doing the procurement, design, testing, and successful implementation for the board management system. And let me tell you a little bit about it. She was working during the design phase to guarantee all the details were put together. For those of you who remember the paper-based system, where are you? Raise your hand if you remember the paper-based system. Right, okay, thank you. Anthony Fusarelli was very upset when we retired those buck slips. If you go up to his office, he's got about 400 sitting in the corner for old reports, but we'll skip over that for a moment. It is now operational, and it is going to have a really incredible impact on how we're able to manage the enormous workflow going through all our reports that come through the manager's office, through all the departments, and then go to the board and get posted. You take it all for granted, but I do not. Pam is there 24/7, makes everything work for the board meetings. You have no idea how hard she works, and I am so thrilled to finally recognize all her hard work in front of everybody. Give it up for Pam Locke.
I am next up, and so the team that created the cadet recruitment program, please come forward. So this is a multi-departmental team of Ben Hung, Carol Roy, Kathy Detmer, Eduardo Achach, and Patrick Smithgall. So in response to the hiring challenges that I know we are all facing, the Arlington County Police Department partnered with HR to create a cadet program. The program is designed to prepare prospective individuals for a career in policing through robust training and mentorship. The departments worked with NOVA, Northern Virginia Community College, to establish a pipeline of candidates and created 10 cadet positions in ACPD starting in August of 2023. The cadets earn a competitive salary and are eligible to be hired for a police officer once they have completed at least 30 college credits, served at least 1 year as a police cadet, and obtained a favorable recommendation from the cadet coordinator. Police officers recruited through the cadet program are required to obtain a total of 60 credit hours within 2 years of completing their field training. As of December 2023, the department has 69 applications, conducted 26 interviews, and sent out 11 offers. An added benefit of the program is that in addition to receiving excellent candidates for the cadet position, we've also referred 10 applicants to other sworn officer positions. So you all know how hard it is to hire. We hope this gives the police department a little relief, and thank you all for helping us out. The Cybersecurity Services Team and Noran Lee.
Good morning, everyone. In a nation that champions innovation and community involvement, few local public servants stand out as distinctly as Sydney McKenna, John Paris, Alex Hanna, Sangeetha Puligella, Hawea Abbey, and Patrick Wen. This cross-departmental team, representing Arlington County Emergency Management and Arlington County Technology Services, has set an unparalleled benchmark for innovative local government cybersecurity services. They involved over 400 employees, county employees across 16 departments, in interactive cyber continuity of operations tabletop discussion exercises. Their approach of in-person tabletop exercises, encompassing everyone from frontline staff to the county board, is innovative and participative learning and grounds their work in proven emergency management practices. Such face-to-face interactions foster a sense of unity, immediacy, and shared responsibility that virtual campaigns might struggle to emulate, and result in sustainable, local-owned solutions for every county department to continue to deliver essential services during cyber attacks. By increasing awareness and preparation for cyber threats and integrating those threats into all hazard planning process, they have set a stellar example for Arlington County and the entire nation. Thank you.
And having participated, you all did a great job in that training. Thank you very much. So Maria Meredith and the data model and reporting platform rollout. Gus, please come forward.
Let's hear that. Come on.
So I'm really excited to recognize Gus's great work. Just a few years ago, Gus moved into a role within DMF serving as our business analyst, supporting financial analytics and reporting. He immediately went to work to learn about the full capabilities of some new technology tools that the county had already purchased, most importantly, Splash BI and the Microsoft Power Platform. Because of his inquisitive and curious nature, he learned quite a bit on his own and began implementing solutions to some of the county's most significant pain points with respect to financial reporting. He built financial models that were efficient and flexible. He developed a seamless export of data into clean Excel formats readily prepped for analytical work. He was able to develop cross-subject area reporting, migrating data from multiple different modules across PRISM, something that hadn't been done efficiently ever before. His more efficient use of technology reduced report run times by orders of magnitude, and I'm talking about a report that ran an hour and now runs in seconds. Gus also worked to develop an entire analytical financial database using the Power Platform and its Power BI tool. He leveraged these tools to develop new proof of concept dashboards aimed at serving financial managers, decision makers, and because of his energy and his passion for learning and making things better, we were able to bring Arlington Wallet in-house and save the county $100,000. Because of Gus, DMF has been able to adopt a much more ambitious design for the future of financial reporting, which could be replicated across the organization. Congratulations and thank you, Gus.
Next up, the Fire Department Logistics Team. Please come forward, and Chief Pavlitz.
I would like to introduce in person Captain 2 Richard Slusher and also Specialist Derek Spector, Justin Lucas, and Winfield Slaw couldn't be here today. Oh, got it. Uniforms. Our logistics team keeps the department in a state of readiness. They often work beyond their assigned areas of responsibility. This includes researching and evaluating new equipment and technologies. They have led the region with testing and selecting fire containment and suppression equipment for lithium-ion battery-powered packs and energy storage systems. Their work will keep responders and occupants safer with less injuries and property damage if these batteries catch on fire. Firefighters are exposed to many carcinogens and contaminants. The logistics team is committed to improving health and extending careers by reducing contact and quickly decontaminating firefighters. From enhancing fire stations through design and function to finding the best hygiene techniques, the team protects firefighters from chemical and biological threats. They also partner with many county departments in support of special events. They ready needed equipment very early in the week or morning prior to many races, gathering, or events. The department is grateful for our logistics team for their selfless dedication and commitment, allowing first responders to safely do their best work. Thank you.
Jane Rudolph, the Forestry and Natural Resources Plan group, come forward, please.
Great, thank you. I'd like to recognize Adam Siegel-Moss, Alonzo Abogados, David Patton, Irina Lasik, Jason Papakosma, Jennifer Fioretti, Jennifer Souls, Jerry Solomon, John Marlin, Kelly Brown, Kevin Black, Laura Shobe, Rich Dooley, Ryan Delaney, and Vincent Verrey. So this great interdepartment team, so in December 2023, the county board adopted the Forestry and Natural Resources Plan. The success of the FNRP can be attributed to, in large part, to the invaluable contributions of staff involved in the planning process. The interdepartmental core team contributed considerable time and effort throughout the planning process to engage with the community to address a multitude of environmental and land use issues that intersect with resource management, from climate change to housing. Public engagement and outreach generated over 5,000 comments that help shape the plan and its community-wide approach to conservation, resource management. The promotion of the FNRP to the newest element of the county's comprehensive plan is a new approach to environmental planning in Arlington. For the first time, the county is applying a holistic ecological focus perspective to urban forestry and natural resource management challenges, which recognize the interconnections between all elements of Arlington's environment, regardless of whether they are on public or private property. The team went beyond the call of duty, working tirelessly to realize the plan's ambitious goals. Thanks, everybody.
The Holiday Gift Nook team, please come forward, and Diane Kresh.
Good morning. Arlington Public Library has created a holiday gift nook which was held for the second time in December of 2023. The goal of the two-day event is threefold: reframe the holiday consumerist mentality, offset the cost of holiday gifting during an economic downturn, and encourage community-wide sustainable shopping practices. Held over 2 days, the event connected 971 shoppers, browsing among more than 2,200 giftable items. Developed from community donations, the Holiday Gift Nook was a free shopping experience open to all and free for all, but was especially developed for children and people on tight budgets. Over the course of approximately 5 weeks, the library collected community donations at all its locations, seeking items in giftable condition. Library volunteers worked along library staff to assess and sort donations according to a custom classification system. We're librarians. That's what we do. After the donation period ended, everyone worked to prepare the items displayed. That included creating custom jewelry cards manufactured in our amazing Maker Lab to hold thousands of pieces of jewelry, and rummaging through library storage areas to find furniture that could help showcase the gifts. The day before the event, library staff collaborated to transform 2 meeting rooms at Central Library into an inviting holiday shopping experience. And a third room was selected for sustainable wrapping gifts supplies. In addition to the quantifiable data that we provided free gifts to hundreds of Arlingtonians, we received lots of positive feedback from attendees. We heard from people who were struggling financially and were appreciative of the opportunity to select free gifts for their friends and family, as well as people who were inspired by the effort and asked to volunteer next time. And we partnered with DHS to give community groups in need in the community early admission to the event. The event was an unqualified success and embodied our tagline, Arlington Public Library, always free, always open. Thank you, team.
Jose Quiros and the NCIC VCN Audit Project. Can the team come forward, please?
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to recognize Brandon Tate, Lieutenant Brian Foster, Ms. Crystal Robarts, Ewelina Zedzikowski, Gregory Ragsdale, Johannes Laifan, Matthew Camardi, Nelson Solis, Nadia Nahara, and Tyrone Bodrick. Every 3 years, the Virginia State Police conducts an on-site audit of our office's National Crime Information Center / Virginia Criminal Information Network, NCIC VCN records, to ensure that we are maintaining complete and accurate entries, verify that second-party cross-checks are being conducted, and that the monthly validation processes are completed correctly. The Virginia State Police randomly checked over 2,582 of our Sheriff's Office files this past May and found 0 errors. For the Virginia State Police to find 0 errors on an on-site audit is an exceptional accomplishment for any agency within the Commonwealth. In response to the increase of evictions since the COVID pandemic, the Civil Process Warrant Section has worked to ensure that those that are being evicted have direct access to county services. This included the incorporation of the recently added Mobile Outreach Support Team services by DHS into the eviction process. Our Civil Process Warrant Section, in addition to its primary functions, has partnered on numerous occasions with the Arlington County Police Department to assist in law enforcement security details, such as the annual Marine Corps Marathon. The outstanding achievement of our VCN NCIC audit by the state police and the manner in which our eviction process team emphasizes the dignity and humanity of those being evicted speaks volumes to the professionalism this group of individuals exhibit within the Sheriff's Office. Thank you all so much.
Chief Penn and the Property and Financial Crimes Unit. Staff, please come forward.
Good morning. It's my honor to be here this morning to recognize the members of the Police Department's Property and Financial Crimes Units. Detectives Devin Gilmore, Diane Galeazos, Kyle Stahl, Leo Bello, Sandra Laffley, Scott Whalen, and Tim Parsons. The members of this team are consistently recognized as high performers throughout our agency and incredible professionals. They consistently demonstrate role model behaviors, have excellent interpersonal communication skills, and are exceedingly thorough in every facet of their investigations. Though this unit is significantly understaffed, these detectives come to work every day full of excitement, energy, and motivation. Their efforts to maintain a positive attitude and give their very best day in and day out does not go unnoticed and is greatly appreciated by me, their peers, and their supervisors. Throughout the first 11 or so months of this year, this team was assigned 6,124 cases for investigation. To put this in perspective, the criminal investigation section as a whole had approximately 7,431 cases, which would equate to this team being responsible for about 82% of all of our investigations assigned to the criminal investigation section. And 6,000 cases amongst a small group of detectives is no small feat. And while we continue to ask more and more of these investigators, each continues to do an exceptional job in bringing justice to those who have been victimized by crime. So I want to thank you for all that you do for our agency and this community, and congratulations.
Anita Friedman and the Public Assistance Benefits Project. Can the team come forward?
It's a big group, so come on, everybody. Okay. Well, this is just a representative sample of the 50 eligibility workers, or as we call them internally, program public assistance benefit specialists, that includes 5 supervisors, one bureau director, Pat Rivers, and their amazing Economic Independence Division Director, Brooke Hammond Paris. But I'm going to call out everyone's name, okay, on this list, so just bear with me. Adora Payne, Alex Solano, Anitra White, Barbara Jordan, Belia Reyes, Denise Henderson, Donta Garrett, Elmer Rosales, Gina Callaghan, Gina D'Alessio, Grace Barrera, Greg Girardin, Hillary Hogan, Hanju, Janelle Falk, Janet Oviedo, Jessica Crothers, who's a supervisor, Jessica Lasso, Julia Thompson, Julie Powell is another supervisor, Kanisha Jones, Kayla Wolford, Keisha Green, Lynette Anderson, supervisor, Lara Meeker, LaTanya Harris, supervisor, Margaret Lewis, Maria Diaz, supervisor, Maricela Rodriguez, Natalina Dos Reis, Rubia Zurita Ramos, Pamela Garrett, Pat Rivers, the bureau director, Raven Rambus, Raisa Rodrigo, Richard Parker II, Rosa Roque, Rosa Soto, Rosario Matthews, Rosanna Marciano, Shaquem Logan, Shauna Gary, Simone Jackson, Sumaya Osman, Torian Wise, Tran Vu, Yolanda Ashlak, Zahira Vega Pabon. Okay. Now, let me just say, there's a lot of teams in DHS that could have been recognized, and we had quite a competition. Out of 800 staff, there are some amazing teams that do incredible work. This is the team that ensures that low-income Arlingtonians have access to health care, food, heat in the winter, and cash in their pockets. They manage all of the public assistance benefits, including Medicaid, SNAP, TANF, general relief, housing and cooling assistance. What else did I leave? Child care subsidy. Okay, there's always one that I forget. And since the onset of the pandemic, you can imagine how the increase in caseloads went up exponentially because of the tremendous need during COVID. So the caseloads basically doubled from 700 per person to 1,400 per person. And we had significant turnover. And though we were granted 3 overstrength FTEs, thank you, Mark, we had to continue to meet state accuracy and timeliness performance standards. And then came something called Medicaid unwinding. Have you ever heard of that? Okay. After the government's generous allowance to permit people to stay on Medicaid during the COVID without being re-reviewed, then they decided at the end of the emergency, no, we're going to take back the benefits. All of you who got the benefits, you got to get off. So they call that the unwinding, and this group had to review 30,244 active Medicaid cases to reassess whether or not they were still eligible, and if not, remove them from Medicaid in the midst of the regular work that goes on. This was above and beyond. This started in April of 2023. The team has been working very long hours, evenings, weekends, and got the cases redetermined and processed, and we are on track to complete this by the spring, thanks to this amazing team. We are also still providing, of course, SNAP and all the other benefits, and have basically met all of the Virginia Department of Social Services mandated performance measures as they relate to the timeliness of application processing and the accuracy of benefits. So I am forever indebted to this amazing team of unsung heroes who work at it every day. Thank you so much. All right. I wanted to get in on a picture. Can I? All right, thanks.
Congratulations all. Greg Emanuel and Stormwater Utility Team, please come forward.
I have a bunch of old trees I'd like to get under the credit program. No, just kidding.
All right, as we're coming forward, I'd like to welcome the following. Many people across many departments, including Adrian Fine, Eileen Winquist, Allison Jordan Tomaszewski, Andrew Fairchild, Bill Everingham, Kathy Fritz, Chester Carr, Christopher Chikes, Claudia O'Connor, Demetra McBride, Derek Dubé, Gail England, Jamie Gilliland, Janet Vick, Jason Jones, Jason Papacosma, Judy Doldorf, Justin Lee. Yeah, I think we need like choral risers here for these events next time in the future. Katie Pegarora, Kevin Connolly, Kim Rucker, Krista Abel, Luke Engbert, Mark Gaida, Naveen Katak, Nicole Jackson, Sanmeet Sidhu, Steve Scourin, and Tyler Smith. So welcome all of you. So what's this all about? Well, first of all, for the inner nerd in me, I got to say this, 41% of these people on this team are not in DES. This is a really big interdepartmental thing. And what this represents, at the direction of the board, the county recently created a stormwater utility fund to fund our stormwater management fund and programs. So over the course of the last few years, this multi-departmental staff, led by a core DES team and supported by DTS, the treasurer, real estate assessments, also known as DREA, and the county attorney, have adopted a utility fee structure, implemented billing process and procedures, developed an account management system and tool, rolled out an estimator GIS tool to the public, and adopted and now implemented a credit program. So from policy development to technology tool development to testing to robust public outreach campaign, the project involved many, many subject matter experts across the county working in great collaboration and communication. So the board adopted the new fee structure this past December, and our new credit program went live, accepting applications this past November 1st. The project team is really excited and preparing for our first bill to go out to customers in May. And ultimately, this project will create a fair mechanism to fund our stormwater management program. It places more burden on properties that produce more runoff, and you saw that yesterday in spades. So under the stormwater utility funding model, properties are billed based on their impervious or hard surfaces on their property that don't allow the rainwater to soak into the ground. So I just want to pass on a huge thanks to this entire team. The work that you would do and you will continue to do to perfect this will be appreciated for years to come, and hopefully drive behavior and ultimately result in a much better and appropriately funded program for all the county going forward. Thank you so much. Thanks for reading the
Congratulations, all. The Zoning Ordinance and General Land Use Amendment Group and Samia Bird.
We are recognizing a group of interdepartmental staff as well, pretty large group of Allison Bullock, Angela De La Barrera, Anika Chowdhury, Arlova Baum, Clifton Hogan, Demetra McBride, Elise Cleva, Elizabeth Hardy, Elizabeth Thurber, Emma Martin, Erica Moore, Giselle Johnson, Jason Papakazma, Jennifer Smith, Joanne Harrison, John Lawler, Kelly Brown, Lynn Rivers, Marietta Gelfert, Matt Pfeiffer, Matthew Ladd, Nick Rogers, Richard Tucker, Rosa Ashur, Russell Danae Schroeder, Stephen Risk, Terry Boone, and Vincent Rawi. So, in March 2023, the County Board voted to expand housing options in portions of Arlington County that had only allowed single-family detached homes. In doing so, the board adopted a series of zoning ordinance and general land use plan amendments related to the missing middle housing study. These amendments allow for expanded housing option development for up to 6 units per residential lot, if certain conditions are met. By expanding the types of housing that are now permitted in areas of Arlington that were previously shaped by exclusionary zoning and planning strategies, the implementation of EHOs can play an important role in advancing the county's goals for racial and social equity. Since April of 2022, the county embarked on a multifaceted public engagement period that aimed to include voices of residents who historically had not participated in county processes and culminated with the board work session in July 2022. The board also hosted 20 community conversations throughout fall of 2022. In addition, several county commissions, including the Planning Commission, Housing Commission, Transportation Commission, Disability Advisory Commission, and Commission on Aging, reviewed and made recommendations on the GLUP and zoning ordinance amendments before the county board vote of approval. The county is now reviewing and issuing permits for EHO development consistent with the newly amended zoning regulations and GLUP study policy that will help realize Arlington's goals for expanded housing option and equity. This effort would not be possible without the work of this team. So thank you all and congratulations. We appreciate you. Oh, I don't know. I guess you.
Thank you all. Congratulations to all the nominees. I think I'm turning this over to the manager to bring the party home.
So this is actually one of the hardest things I have to do is that we've set up the system where I'll pick out of all the award winners one that essentially will get the County Manager Excellence Award. If you remember last year, we did it for the Arlington Addiction Recovery Initiative, which, and it's strange when I'm sort of going through thinking about this. It's not like AARI has been slacking off the last year. If anything, the demand and the level of effort from that staff has been phenomenal. And by picking one, I really, before I announce them, I really wanted to take a minute or two. You know, we're only recognizing today those people who are in this room, but I will say this. I've worked in the county since 2005. I continue to be blown away by your level of commitment, the way in which you truly, truly feel for our community and the things that you do. And I know that sometimes you don't get recognized for it, but I just wanted to let you know that myself, and I know everybody in the executive leadership team and the county board, are profoundly thankful for all the work you do. And and I just wanted to mention, joining us a little while ago was the vice chair of the county board, Takis Karantonis. Give it up for Takis. Okay, so the Excellence Award winner, I focused this year on a group that worked across departments, but also did something that essentially wasn't something where they got an external direction from anybody to do it. They got together on their own, and I'm trying to model this sense of initiative, which we see all the time. So we've already seen them. I'm going to ask them to come up again, which was the Department of Technology Services working with the Department of Public Safety, Communications, and Emergency Management, our cybersecurity services project. Why don't you come on up? So all the work that we do fundamentally relies on our ability to communicate with each other. And it's not a question of if, it's a question of when we will face something that, you know, a cyber attack, ransomware, those kinds of situations. I think you've all worked with at least 400 county staff. I think you've done it with the county board, you've done it with my office, a number of departments. And I have to say that they really nailed it. In other words, they know how to do something where they impress upon you the importance of it. You learn a lot, and it's under 3 hours, right? Yeah, which is really the most impressive part of the training. So you can give it up just for that, under 3 hours. And so I just, want to say a heartfelt thank you. I know that you're actually here. You will make it easier for everybody else to do their work. And this is not to take away from any of the work that anybody else does, but each of you should be very proud of the work you do. And I just wanted to recognize you for that. So thank you. All right, so this concludes the ceremony. Before you all get up, I just did want to say that I want to make sure you get the opportunity. I know there's still some refreshments out there. I think there's still some out there. The best thing about this, and I always say this, is when I'm working in the manager's office, I get to see a lot of things going on across the organization. But for example, the folks who are working on the missing middle EHO, you had probably no idea there's a cadet program going on in the police department. And you know, I think that you're all sitting with your buddies from your departments. I'm really going to ask you when you get up to mingle a little bit and say hello to each other. It's very rare that we get these in-person opportunities. And if you get an opportunity, please thank Libby and Takis for all the support they've given us. And have a great day, everybody.
And don't forget, your certificates are out in the waiting area. You must know your last name in order to participate. Possibly a financial reward and a paycheck coming soon.